So I will say this in front of two other Rotarians. You will have a lunch at some point. Whether the rest of them do or not, but you will. As you know, this is an award that the Rotary has been giving out for the last 15 years. And Chief Dove was one of the original instigators in this whole matter. So I'm sure you know the ex-mayor. Yeah, everybody does. And it started out as initially the Rotarians were going to select the officer, but we felt that that was kind of a injustice to the officers because we had 3 departments, and how can you pick one officer from the 3 departments? So it was decided that each department would select their own officer, which made far more sense than me coming down from a police department that had 740 officers. Eric, you should be privileged, feel privileged to be selected by your fellow officers and your chief, or however you all work it here. So, Chief, would you care to say anything to?
Well, Mr. Rick, first I want to thank your organization for sponsoring such a program. I think in the climate that we're in with law enforcement, anytime we can do something positive and show the public that we are servants to them and that we're here to help them, I think this is great. So I want to thank you folks for being here and just doing this honor for us. And Eric was chosen again, since this is my 3rd year. I'm honored to be the chief, and I've known Eric a lot longer than that when I was with the sheriff's office and just different departments that he's been with. And so I knew Eric, but being here working with him and being his chief, I just noticed his work ethic and his good character and demeanor within the citizens and his folks that he works with, and he carries himself well. We're proud of him, so I think he's definitely a good selection for this honor. So we appreciate Eric.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
And Eric, what I want to do is turn this over to the judge so he can make this presentation to you. Do you have a few words to say?
I do. I wanted to first thank Rotary for continuing this program. I want to echo what Chief Corian says. It's important to recognize our men and women in law enforcement each and every year, and certainly Eric's being recognized this year, and I'm proud of him for that. Congratulate him for that. But to recognize our other law enforcement officers here in Southport today. I'm here, obviously I'm an elected official, but this is my home, this is where I live. I love seeing these men and women in town. You know, their chief is intentional about his community involvement, and that certainly carries down through the ranks. I love seeing these guys out on the streets, talking in the community. I think I ran into Eric at Walmart not too long ago with a new officer who he was training. These guys probably know my routine better than I do. They're everywhere all the time, and I think one of the reasons this community is the place that it is because we have great men and women who are dedicated to being active members in this community. So appreciate Chief Corian's leadership, and I appreciate you men here today. Thanks very much for what you do. I did have a personal gift that I want to give to Eric. If you don't know, Officer Maynes is an incredible guitarist. Mm-hmm. I am a poor guitarist, but I do have picks. And since Eric has been chosen as the star of the Southport Police Department this year, I have your very special star pick for you. Hopefully you can utilize that when you're strumming on your 6-string game, okay? But you want me to present this now, Rick?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
On behalf of Southport Rotary, this plaque says the Southport Rotary Club presents the Police Officer of the Year to Officer Eric Maynes, Southport Police Department, for his service to the community, job performance, educational improvement, and outstanding achievements within his department 2020. So congratulations very much, Eric. Proud of you.
Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely.
Would you like to say a few words, Mr. Eric?
We have a really, really wonderful group of people here, and it's just a pleasure to work with everyone. And 2020 has been really crazy and had a lot of ups and downs, you know, but to be able to count on the people that you work with in a job like this, you know, no matter what's going on, is just really nice, and it's just wonderful, and I didn't even know you were gonna be here, so that to me, that means a lot. Thank you all, very, very
Glad
much.
to be here.
Well, thank you, Eric. We do appreciate the work you all do on the streets. One of my friends said, "We're giving out an award for Rotary." I said, "Is that because of everything that's happened on the East Coast, West Coast?" I said, "No, we've been doing this for a few years now, ahead of the West Coast." So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Now I'll call up the chief. This is the department plaque. I suppose most of you have seen it, right? And it goes from 05 to 020. So that's the 15 years. Your name is the last one on here, being the most important.
Of course.
You have to set the bar here on the list.
There
So
we
we
go.
appreciate that, and we'll certainly display it with pride. And again, we want to thank you for this honor and y'all's continued support. And I did want to introduce the Sergeant Thomas Moore and William Wade. They work with them, so
Okay.
his shift is here with them. They're actually on shift today, and Eric will be on this evening. So I appreciate you coming out a little early, but we wanted to honor you and make sure that you received your award. And folks are here with you. So I appreciate everything you do, and
Thank you.
keep up your good work.
Thank
Yeah, we learned about the guitar playing on Facebook. Facebook's good and bad, I guess. But,
Absolutely.
I picked up on picking one night, and I texted him. I said, "Well, I didn't know that, so we might have to get us a little team going. I got some musicians over here, so."
Trying to keep the social media
Well, I
positive.
appreciate it. You know, I'm all about PR. So we might have some band at the 4th of July.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
Police department. So, but thank y'all so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Great job, Eric. Great job.